Man, Rooster, it's got to be 5 o'clock somewhere.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back.
Do you know?
It's that show.
I'm Bishop.
I'm Rooster. And today, we're talking about a Mother's Day special.
Mothers.
All of our great little mothers that cozy us up as babies.
Yep. This is our belated Mother's Day special,
yes.
Because as you all know, we didn't have an episode yesterday, or for us it's yesterday. For you guys, it'll be a few more days. But we didn't have a special because we were concentrating on the people that are around us. So, I don't know. Did you do anything special? I'm sure...
Yeah,
Didn't you say you went to like a brunch or something?
Yeah, we went out and we got some food at a nice little place, and I had a nice smothered burrito.
Oh, no.
Yeah, my mom got my mom got like a full drink palette.
What?
It had like 5 different drinks of all these crazy different flavors, and then they just popped a fucking bottle of champagne on the table, and you like poured it into each of these flavors. I was like,
really?
I mean, I'm
so
not.
it was like making a mimosa.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I don't know anything about advanced drinking like that, but yes, it was like a pineapple juice and like
some gastronomy or whatever they call it.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
I was like, gastronomy.
I don't know.
That sounds more like an intestinal issue.
Well, it can be. You have too much.
Yeah, so she had a little drink palette. I had a nice burrito, and we just walked around. They had like that fair thing going on Main Street, so we walked around and checked out a bunch of the.
Was it a fair or was it like a farmer's market?
Farmer's market more so, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I called my mom yesterday and actually got to talk to her. I don't talk to her a whole bunch, and that was nice. She's getting up there in age because I'm no spring chicken, so she's definitely not a spring chicken herself. But we just wanted to salute all you mothers out there and say thank you very much for doing the things that you do and the sacrifices you commit. And we just wanted to cheers on that one. And but I gotta tell you, I was totally disappointed yesterday in watching the headlines of what was going on in the world. And
on Mother's Day?
Yeah. You SJW folk out there, you need to stop this shit.
Oh God!
Here
we go.
I have got to put my foot down at some point and say, this is some crazy shit. You people have to slow down, put the brakes on. Just because you think that people are heterosexual, right? Like they procreated naturally. That it's not a natural thing to want to honor somebody that gave you birth.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I still don't understand. What are they mad about? What are they upset about?
It's not inclusive enough.
It's for mothers.
I understand that, but they don't think so.
So who do we need to include in Mother's Day? I mean,
apparently they say men can have babies.
Okay. I mean, men have babies, but they can't actually have babies.
Are you sure? Because they say that you can.
So they want to include men in a mother? What?
Yeah, because they say, well, there's men that are out there that fulfill the mother's role, and it's not inclusive enough because you have gay couples, gay men that adopt children, right?
Okay.
They didn't have natural birth, but one of their partners. So that's what kills me. It's like I'm supposed to give you your freedom of identity, right? I'm supposed to give you anonymity completely, but yet you want to associate a sexual preference to a biological event. That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
What are they bitching about? Isn't there a Father's Day that comes
there is a Father's Day.
less than 1 month from now?
Hey, bud, I get to wind up for that one because I can't wait to see what kind of bullshit they got for that. I don't understand. I'm having a hard time. It's like...
Feels pretty inclusive to me. It seems like there's plenty of days for everybody.
I mean, I think biology pretty much identified both those holidays perfectly.
Right? Right? That doesn't seem to be any issue.
What is the deal? To the extent that there's also... there's a big push now in maternal clothes to have it more unisex.
Aren't maternal clothes designed for a pregnant woman?
Oh, you know what they call that? sweatpants and sweatshirts.
Right? We've already got all-inclusive clothing. It's called a hoodie.
Oh my God! I cannot believe why is culture so focused on the micro aspects of an individual's reality, right? Why is one person, right, because of the way that they live or the things that they do, have to take precedent over the majority?
Right.
I am blown away by this. I am blown away.
I feel like the whole reason that people like to nitpick these little things and find things to be mad about is because there's nothing on the larger scale to be pissed off about. It's like people during World War II, they weren't fucking worried about, interpersonal relationships between and your sexual preference and all that shit because they had a bigger picture to focus on.
Right, I get that, but that's kind of that's a whole different conversation because that was at a time where the world faced a real threat. Right?
And that's what I'm saying. When there was a real threat that was actually serious.
Now that validates the conversation.
People could put their minds towards it and have something to work towards and focus on. But it's like without that, you got to find something to bitch about.
Right. I have still, and I've got friends that are both gay and lesbian, and I've got friends that are poly, and I actually have somebody that identifies as what's the one where they have no orientation. Like they don't.
Asexual.
What is it, Z? They want to be known as Z because they feel like.
Yeah. Okay, you're talking about the pronoun thing.
Yeah. But they also say that every person has both sexes in them, and I'm like, what? Just because you think a certain way doesn't mean that your biology changes in that second. You're not a fucking amphibian. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Speaking of amphibians, this is random, but I did figure out that an alligator is a reptile, not an amphibian. We talked about that last time.
I'll put that in the Rolodex.
Just in case anybody got confused.
It just blows me away. I'm like, this is something that ever since I've been around and the generations before, as a decent human being, I would think. I understand everybody's situation is different, but most people appreciate their mother. I know that there's bad mothers out there. I know that there's people that don't have the greatest mother. Yeah. But they can still appreciate that person gave them birth.
Yeah, and it gave them life, literally. Right. And the sacrifice that takes. Right. I can't imagine having to go through that intense transformation over a 9-month period, that is something that I give to all mothers out there is the sacrifice that takes to just absolutely give up your body and your comfortability and all that stuff to give the baby an opportunity. Like that blows my mind because I don't know if I could make that sacrifice.
Well, and then you also have to think about all the individuals that it was involuntary. Right? Right. You found out 4 weeks later. You're like, oh snap.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wait a minute. Where was I 4 weeks ago?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's crazy.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It's funny we're talking about this SJW stuff because I just saw this news article about how all these SJW people, they went to a boat marina in Florida and they walked around and they wrote down all of the names of the boats that they found offensive.
Are you serious?
Yes. So they got all these people together, and once you fucking put it out on the internet, people come out of the fucking caves and crevices and show up, and now they're fucking having protests. I forget where it was. I think it was in Florida or something. But now they're meeting with the city council to talk with them about these offensive boat names and how they need to be removed from the arena.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying. It's you don't have anything bigger to worry about, to focus on. You gotta go look around for this shit.
This is why this is such a dangerous thing. Is you're attacking some of the most basic, luxuries that we afford one another in our species, right? And people don't really realize the long game in that, right? Because they may win the battle immediately, But the ground that they stood on and the point that they made can come back and bite them in the ass so hard.
Yeah.
So hard.
Then they're trying to stand up for their freedoms, and you're like, oh, wait.
But you did this.
Yeah, but you said right here.
But you did this. So you're offending somebody.
Yeah.
Because that's the way I see it, is that everything is going on, and nothing about that community. I mean, you guys have your own rights, and you have your own voices. But the thing is at what point do you realize that some of the things that are you're basically encroaching on somebody else's liberties is one day going to come back and bite you, because that's just how it's going to happen. When the serpent is eating its tail, it's only going to get to the point where it's eating its own head.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So you guys need to just calm down, just simmer down. I mean, if you're really that hard up and you're really that upset about being not a mother, then go be a mother.
Right? or be a father and wait 1 month until Father's Day. Right. And then you can be happy about that.
Right. I just, these women, they give up so much, like you said, and when you have children, you have to give so much of yourself to your children so that they have the best chance of not only surviving, let's just break it down.
That's the bare minimum.
But being successful in making something of themselves. And hopefully you instill some sort of value and ideal in their perspective, and they become a decent human being. You guys just kill me. I was thinking about this yesterday. I was like, why? Like, why?
Right. But what sucks is we only see the worst side of it. Like you said, I know plenty of gay people who are totally normal and believe a lot of the same things that I believe.
But they don't push anything.
Yeah.
That's how my friends are. They don't push anything. There's not an agenda they're pushing.
Exactly.
So I think we
just want our freedom.
Right. Well, but they have the freedom.
Exactly.
That's what kills me, is they have the freedoms. It's not until you put a neon sign above you that says you're out, boistering these things, that people really start paying attention to you. And now you're under undue stress because your life is being examined in every form or facet, right? And that itself is not right. But you had no right to go out and tell somebody else they were doing something wrong. Exactly. That is not okay. I mean, let us know what you think down below. Put it in the comments. This is something that really struck home with me. And I'm thinking to myself, this isn't okay. This really isn't okay.
There's a problem here.
There is a big problem.
It needs to be resolved.
Oh my God. Unless the next round's on you guys, we gotta go.
Cheers, folks.
That does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to, that show.